In the last video, we talked about the first step of 5S, that is Seiton. Let's study the second step. Seiton, set in order, or systematic arrangement, meaning once the sorting is done, now we have to arrange those absolutely necessary parts and tools in a systematic way. The principle to remember here is 3F. Fixed item. Decide what items are required at any station. Fixed location. A place for everything and everything in its place. Fixed quantity. How much? Define a minimum maximum level if needed. The purpose is to ensure that anybody, anytime, can find the item he is looking for, and to visualize the system so that abnormalities cannot hide. Take care of few key points while deciding the storage. Accessibility of parts. Storage should not be too high or too low. Accessibility of tools. Frequently used parts, tools, to be kept near the point of use. We will discuss this topic in detail later in time motion study. FIFO. Avoid stacking wherever possible. Ensure first in, first out. Muda. The idea behind Seiton is not to justify muda of inventory. It is to identify 3F for absolutely necessary parts. That's why sorting has to be the first step. Now let's see a few tools for implementing 2S. Labeling. It is the most common way to identify parts or quantity. It can be used along with storage racks, pigeonhole, toolbox, office files, and even floor marking to identify the location of movable items. However, while doing Seiton, always remember the purpose is not to label everything. The purpose is to reduce the search time. So unless you are desperate for the next 5S award, this is not going to help. Reading text is not so fast. So another way to identify items is based on visual cues. That is, using universal signs or other easily recognizable patterns. Using cross tapes to identify if any office file is missing, or a shadow board where you can easily identify which tool is missing without reading any text. Again, the purpose is to reduce the search time and to easily identify the abnormalities in the system. So if after implementing 2S there is no impact on these two parameters, something is wrong. Relook into the system and improve so that the required intent can be achieved. Only then you should move to the next step, which is say so, shine. We will study about that in the next video.